The father secretly watched a pornographic film late at night and found that the male lead in the film was himself, but he was very sure that he had never participated in any filming, so he found out the name of the actor and wrote it down with a pen. Then he searched for his detailed information on the internet, but found that his weight and height were exactly the same. For this reason, he took out half of his own photo for comparison. It was found that the two were copied from the same mold. He even began to suspect whether the other party was a twin brother who had been separated for many years. In order to find out the truth, he went to an eyewear store the next day, prepared to go to Anthony's company for investigation. He didn't have much experience in tracking. He tried to take action, but several hours passed. Anthony was still nowhere to be seen, so he tried to wait at the door. When someone was entering or leaving the door, he quickly ran towards the door. After entering the hall, he found that there was a security guard. For this reason, he wanted to pretend to walk by as if nothing had happened, but he was still spotted by the guard at a glance. But he didn't expect the guard to mistake him for Anthony himself. This sudden chat made Adam instantly at a loss. He could only lie that he came to the company to get the previous documents, but what he didn't expect was that the guard happened to have a letter from Anthony, so he ran out of the building quickly with the letter, and then quickly hid in the car. He tore the letter open without hesitation. He found Anthony's residence inside. Then he drove to the neighborhood, found a public phone next to the community, immediately dialed Anthony's home number. However, it was Anthony's wife who answered the phone. Not only did he not doubt Adam, he kept calling Anthony's name. Obviously, the other party mistakenly thought he was Anthony. This made Adam terrified. This Anthony not only looked like him, even his voice was so similar, so much so that his wife couldn't tell the truth from the false. Now Adam was completely panicked. He didn't understand what was going on. After a fierce ideological struggle, Adam picked up the phone again. This time it was Anthony who answered the phone. Flustered Adam was incoherent. As a result, Anthony thought he was a liar, so he called Anthony again, quickly told him the story. Unexpectedly, the other party actually agreed. Then Adam drove to the agreed location. Soon Anthony arrived as scheduled. They looked at the familiar face opposite. They had no idea what to say. Finally, Anthony asked Adam to stretch out his hands. The result was as expected. Even the texture on the hands was exactly the same. Anthony couldn't help but wonder, are the two twins who have been separated for many years? Anthony returned home very confused. In order to find out who the other person is, Anthony came downstairs of Adam's house again, began to monitor Adam, also included his girlfriend Mary. Watching the intimate behavior of the two, Anthony actually had ideas about Adam's girlfriend, so he followed him all the time, and took the same bus with him. Looking at Mary's nearly perfect figure, he couldn't help but have lustful thoughts about Mary. Then Anthony found Adam again, and proposed to exchange identities with him for a day. Adam was also full of doubts about Anthony's identity, so he agreed. Little did he know that this would be the beginning of their nightmare. After Anthony changed his clothes after leaving, Adam came to Anthony's residence. Back in the room, Adam was at a loss. He walked slowly into Anthony's room. He changed his clothes immediately. Then he tidied up the messy bed. He sat on the sofa and read a magazine. However, on the other side, Anthony invited his girlfriend Mary to the hotel. The two of them started to be alone, but soon Mary found the marks on Anthony's fingers, mistakenly thought that Adam had concealed the fact that he was married. She left him angrily.